loves, welcome back to Trend Talks. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, please remember to hit that subscribe button, to like and to share this video. If you're up for it, you can also hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates from this channel. So I'm madly in love with the internet today because we have a fresh voice. We have an amazing voice, an unbiased voice, a voice that's not scared of anyone, scared of anything right now. And this voice is doing Scotty's such a huge service and fighting our battles for us when it comes to deranges. And honestly, we love this new voice, guys. We have a new voice. A good voice, by the way. And I'm talking about Grok. So for anyone who does not know, Grok is AI. Basically, he's AI on X. So you ask it something and then it feeds you with facts. So now Meghan's Netflix show, the stats were out. Netflix released the numbers for the most watched shows in the first half of 2025. And guess what? Meghan's show was at number 389. Right, out of 7,514 shows, hers was at number 389. That means it was in top 5% of all shows. You know, our girl for a cooking show, that is amazing. She managed to beat some of these famous celebrity cook shows. Don't you dare sleep on Meghan. So the just decided, okay, they thought they're going to get a one-up on us by saying, oh, it's a flop. Oh, Netflix, now it's time to get your money back. Cut them off. Do not renew their contract. Like, they decided to go on like this is like some flop of some sort. Netflix is not stupid. For our cooking show to be at number 389 out of 7,514 TV shows, that's amazing. That is good. So, of course, Scotty decided to take over. We decided to fight back and talk about William's other documentaries. Remember, he had the homeless documentary on Prime, on Disney, if I'm not wrong, and BBC again with Wildlife BBC. All this time, they usually hide numbers and they like pretending that this future heir to the throne did not have these documentaries, when in truth they flopped, and they flopped so bad. But thanks to Grok, like I mentioned, Grok is here to serve with purpose. He is a fresh voice, or it's a fresh voice. And someone decided to ask Grok. And I love that right now on the internet, the way we're fighting the Rangers is just, they say something negative about Meghan without actual facts. We ask like, hey, at Grok, is this, and Grok is literally amazing. Anyway, stay with me, you're going to find out why. I know some of you like, Miraj, what the hell are you talking about? So, like I mentioned, Grok is just AI on X. Like you feed him something and that's all. So in light of this happening, Sharon took to X and said, at Grok, where did the documentary Prince William, We Can End Homelessness rank on the Disney streaming chart? Also, what was the viewership and how did this rank too? I love that. And of course, Grok delivered. So Grok responds to Lee and says, the documentary did not appear on Disney Plus top streaming charts, indicating low popularity. No public viewership figures for Disney Plus, but it's listed as a 2024 flop. On ITV airing, episode 1 drew 1.5 million viewers, below average. Episode 2, 1.2, so it kept on flopping. And then the best part, someone decided to ask about Kate's another documentary, and they asked, how did Kate Middleton's Last Christmas Choral show rank in viewership? Grok was here to deliver, and he said, Kate Middleton's Together at Christmas Carol service aired on ITV and ITVX in December 2024. Due 2.44 million viewers, it ranked 42 out of the top 100 TV programs for the period, a drop from 2.93 million viewers in 2023, when it also ranked 42nd out of 50 programs. The show struggled to compete with other mainstream programs, continuing a trend of modest viewership despite its royal association. So this is how we are fighting the derangers. We're using Grok, and Grok is a fresh voice, like I mentioned, because he is giving us facts. William's documentary about the homelessness was a flop. I remember even the BBC one. No one is interested. You didn't even have the Royal Rota talking about it. That's how boring and uninteresting it is. But these idiots have the audacity to come at Meghan for being at number 389 for a cooking show. She beat some of these top chef celebrity cooking shows. And the audacity for them to say that Meghan is a flop because she landed at number 389 out of 7,514 shows, which means it's placing her on top 5% TV shows of 2025. I don't know how that's why they're deranged, because they have zero brain cells. That is a huge win. And Netflix knows that. Do you think they'll be dumb enough to partner with her and as ever if they knew she is not able to pull in the numbers? You think that that's stupid? You think Netflix will just throw us anything? Why is it they've not given William anything? Meghan and Harry, when it comes to numbers don't lie. You can say whatever, you can continue lying, but now we have Grok, and Grok will always give us facts. So this is the interaction that's happening, and I've seen it every time a deranger is trying to, they will at Grok. And Grok is amazing because he fights back. It's like, this is it. It was a flop. It was not top 10. So William's documentaries have always been flopping. And of course you have the Royal Rota hiding that. They don't want to talk about that. They even hide the viewership. But Grok, being AI and having access to almost everything all over the world, is giving us tea. And we're here for it. So I love how right now we don't even have to struggle with this so-called derangers. We just have to ask Grok. Grok, what do you think about this? And he will tell us, Grok, what do you think about this? Is it a flop or whatever? And he just said, and even Grok was like, for a cooking show, Meghan ranking at number 389, that's pretty impressive. But leave it to the deranged to think that is a flop, that Netflix should cancel them, that Netflix should take their money back, that Netflix should cut ties with them. Oh, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning and I'm here for it. But anyway, guys, let's see what the internet had to say about this interaction. Prepare, because it's funny. A lot of people were just laughing because it was so hilarious how we're having a new voice. It was so hilarious to have a new voice. But anyway, let's get to it. So I Am Said says William only got 1 million, a major decline during that normal time slot on Prime TV television. Meghan's show was top 10 in over 20 countries and had millions of viewing hours, yet Meghan is branded the flop. Audacity. Then the centrist says the heirs to the throne can't seem to pull any viewership. No one's watching, no one's caring. But hey, maybe if they schedule a funeral soon, they can finally grab a few headlines. Because apparently, tragedy is the only PR strategy they've got left. Robin says, coming in at 389 out of 7.3 thousand is impressive. Don't sweat the small stuff, she did fine. And then Sussex for Life saying, seeing how Chef's Table, Legends Chef Jose Andres, Jamie, Oliver, Alice Waters, and Thomas Keller, who are all amazing chefs, ranked 2,486th. Then yes, Meghan with Love Meghan ranked 383 is freaking amazing. I Am Said says, notice how they don't tell you what William's numbers are when his programs have gone to streaming, and when Charles and Idris put out their little doc about the King's Trust, I'm sure they'll bury the abysmal viewing figures too. William's homeless documentary didn't even chart for Disney+. That's how low his figures were. And then SK says, I don't know anywhere in the history of statistics where something that lands in top 5.5% of something is considered a flop. Heck, being in the top 10% of anything is an absolute incredible accomplishment. Not a single lifestyle show managed to be in the top 500 most watched shows of Netflix for the first half of 2025. Hashtag with Love Meghan landed at 383 out of 7,000 titles, and with daily sponsored bashing and daily industrial negativity towards it. This is a win for Meghan. Can't wait for season 2. Then Kathy says, there's your flop. And then you have Aesthetic says, not at Grok dragging William by his bald head. And then you have Cool Back Kind says, I am crying. Oh my god. Grok is now my favorite voice on this app. You and me both. Grok is now the Scotty's favorite voice because the way he is presenting receipts and facts is something that is so spectacular. Then Daddy says, yeah, one just has to. At this point, the way the usual suspects jumped on an article with no context when in reality, Meghan Sussex show did quite well, not like one of left behind royal family members has pointed out in the above. Duchess of Success says, this is absolutely brilliant. This is definitely the best tweet for the weekend. I agree. And then Truth Will Set You Free says, the flop is real and this must hurt pretty much. This must hurt. If William sees that, he is going to throw a tantrum. And then Jackie says, wait, the narrator of the Royal Rota smear campaign against Meghan did not even move the needle in his own script for his own hogwash project. Now that's epic embarrassment for such an incandescent statesman on a global stage. Love that for him. Name cannot be blank says, I'm gonna drag Billy Idols. And then Car says, the flop of all flops. The Rangers need to focus on their faces instead of our Harry and Meghan. And then First Dynasty says, Grok is brutally honest. He is so brutally honest. And I think that's why we love him as a fresh voice. Honestly. Fatima says, King Tampon has a documentary coming on Netflix. I'm going to be watching those numbers closely. Me too. Yeah. He has a documentary with Idris coming up. We are going to be like hawks. We're going to watch. And then Robbie says, funny how the derangers don't mention this one. Yeah, they're saying Meghan's show is a flop. Well, they're not talking about William Homeless Initiative documentary. What happened? And then you have Glow says, sorry, that was the first. And then Miss Bravo says, but derangers want to talk about Meghan. A bunch of loonies fantasizing over our princess while she enjoys her life with her husband and children. So guys, that is what's happening right now. People are enjoying using Grok because he is brutally honest and that he's the new voice when it comes to fighting these derangers with facts. And it's so impressive. It's all over social media and I wanted you guys to get a taste of it. So as always, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, remember to like, share and hit that subscribe button. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one. Bye.